Hello, Sawadee Cop from Thailand. Good morning. Thank you for clicking onto the channel. Sandra's upstairs right now, still fighting the lingering effects of jet lag. Me, however, it seems like no matter where I'm at, if I'm in Scotland, if I'm in Thailand, if I'm back home, I just can't sleep past 6 o'clock. I'm up no matter what. So right now, standing outside the front of my hotel. Why I'm outside the front of my hotel? Let's put it this way. It is the designated spot for herbal medicating. Anyway, so I wanted to do a walking tour, so I figured I'd start it at the beginning of our hotel and go from there to show you how quick it gets to the beach, and then we'll take a little walk on the beach. But first, I'm going to let you know a little bit about the hotel, and I'm going to let myself and tell you guys in the best voice that I can. That's right, Adam. Guest of Adam and Sandra Travel, stay at the Raja Purik Hotel Resort in West Coast, Samui, home of the best sunsets on the island. So I hope you got a little gag, a little laugh out of that. But anyway, so hold on tight. I'm going to go ahead and close this thing up and turn you around, and we're going to take a little walk and maybe share a little bit of information and stuff along the way. So here is one of the pools here at Raja Purik Hotel. And it is a very beautiful open layout, as most hotels here in Koh Samui, Thailand are. Right now they're cleaning up and getting ready to do breakfast. Breakfast isn't included with their stay, but however, the meal itself is only $7 US. So it's very, very affordable, and it has a very wide array of foods, from local Thai food to Western food. You're more welcome to eat as much as you want. And so here we are coming down to the path that's leading right into the beach. Here is the second pool, along with a couple of the villas that are available for purchase if you plan on staying here at this hotel. And then they also have some very beautiful sculptures all around the hotel that really let you know you're here in Thailand. We want you to feel like you're part of the family, and we want you to really enjoy your stay here. So this is my first time in Koh Samui. I've been to Thailand 4 times. Actually, I was fortunate enough this year for this to be my second time. So first time I came down here, I came with a couple of my best friends. Came down here, actually flew down here with my best friend Eric. We stayed at the hotel. We stayed in Pattaya. Can I walk across? Thank you, Captain Cop. So we actually stayed in Pattaya for a few days. Hung all around with our buddy Chris. We got together with him while he was down there. Hung around Pattaya, went to a couple of Muay Thai fights, hung around Tree Town and got some food. Then went up to Bangkok and enjoyed some of the festivities and stuff up there before we came back home. But this is my first time here to Koh Samui. When I got back this last time, I was really so moved and so touched that within 10 days I had already planned this trip for me and Sandra to come down here to celebrate our anniversary and my birthday later on this month. So this is Lipanoi Beach. This is on the west coast of Koh Samui. Really beautiful, beautiful part of it. We chose to stay on the west side of Koh Samui because it is actually kind of away from a lot of the partying side of it. On the up east coast around Chan Wang Beach, around Crystal Beach, Fisherman's Village, stuff like that. It's a really party scene. you know, me and Sandra just ain't into that really that much anymore. We got no problem going out and having a few drinks now and then, but the whole party scene is just not us. We're really more on the relaxed side of just chilling out and relaxing, sitting down, watching the sunset. And actually, I'm gonna show you a little clip right here of the sunset that I took last night. Well, it's a couple pictures of it, but oh my God, it was absolutely beautiful. One of the best sunsets that I've seen for a while, and you know, it being our first night, you know, I was really happy and really glad to get to enjoy it. But yeah, this is so much more of a quieter side, more laid back side. So this was really right up mine and Sanders Avenue, right up our alley. So I figured also, why I got you guys' attention, let's go over a couple of apps that if you plan on coming to Thailand are going to be kind of crucial, very, you know, useful for a lot of people that are going to need to get around. First thing is going to be the Bolt app. Bolt is Southeast Asia's version of Uber. They will pick you up anywhere, take you wherever you need to go. We call it a Bolt from the airport, which is on the east coast side of the island, and took us all the way back to our hotel. It was a 45-minute drive, and it was $21 US, $700 baht. So the rides here are really cheap. You don't have to rent any kind of vehicle if you don't want to. No matter where your location is, somebody will come and pick you up and take you to where you need to go. But if you do need to rent a vehicle, I'm sure just like it is in all the countries in Southwest Asia, I'm not sure about Vietnam and Philippines and all of them yet, but definitely is for sure here in Thailand, whether you're in Pattaya, you're in Bangkok, Phuket, or if you're here in Koh Samui, scooter rentals are everywhere, okay? We got this bike right here, or this scooter right here. It cost me 6,000 baht for the month. That's $150. So, I mean, and it's a good price, you know what I mean? It'll get you all the way around the island. Won't get you up to the mountains that much. But if you drive close enough, again, you just catch a Bolt. And then most of these locations, though, too, once you get to a certain point and the peaks are too high in the mountains, you have parking areas, and they'll provide a shuttle and a ride for you to come on down, and they'll take you up to your area, which is part of what else we're going to do today. Second app that I would recommend is Grab. Grab would be your DoorDash, or the equivalent of. However, okay, they also do provide ride shares as well, okay? So if you need a ride, you can also use Grab. But if you want food delivered, pretty much anything delivered, you can go onto the Grab app, choose what kind of restaurant or what you want, order everything. Somebody will go and pick it up and bring it to you for a very low delivery fee. So let's see, what would be the next one? Okay, the next one would be WhatsApp. Mostly everybody that will communicate with you here in Vietnam will use WhatsApp. There's not a lot of landline services. There's definitely not a huge promotional of specific mobile kind of lines, but WhatsApp is also available for everywhere, okay? On top of that, another good app that I would recommend is Google Translate. Google Translate has been very useful in a lot of situations. They also have a feature on there that is really cool. So once you bring up your Google Translate, you can click on the photo and then hover that image over top of any language that you're not understanding. It will automatically translate in real time for you. You'll see it right on the screen. That is a really good app. I've used it so many times, and it hasn't failed me yet. It's definitely something that you're going to use, especially if you're not too keen on a lot of the language. But also another good app is any kind of currency exchange. The way you know what the rate that you're paying for versus whatever denomination that you use, okay? It's going to be very useful because this is a tourist island, okay? They depend on a lot of tourists. It provides majority of their income. Not going to say that they're specifically taking advantage of anybody, you know, to do it, but you know, if somebody can get an extra buck or two out of you, you know, of course anybody's going to do it. We all would do the same if we had a business and trying to do it the same way. You know, we'd all try to make about as much money as we can. But I want to thank you guys again for coming in and taking a walk with me. It's one of the things that I do when I'm at home all the time. I always take a walk in the morning time. So, but I think at this point we're going to go ahead and turn around and head on back to the hotel and let you see the opposite side of where we just came down. So, some good advice that I would lend to you and give to you is anytime that you are visiting another country, you know, just remember that you're a guest in their house, okay? Not everybody cleans up the same, not everybody cooks the same, not everybody prepares the same foods, the same meals the same way, you know, but you are a guest in their house, you know what I mean? So be polite, be respectful, understand that this is not your home, you know, just because they do things a little bit different doesn't mean that it's wrong. I don't think he likes me walking on his beach. See? Told me right away he didn't like that. So, also want to remind you guys to please subscribe, hit that like button, and more videos that'll be coming out. You'll get first-hand notice, and you know, we'll let you know for sure when these videos are going to be coming out. This is something that I want to do for a while. Was never really kind of interested in becoming a content creator, but I figured with as much traveling that me and Sandra have done in the past, and as much traveling that we plan on doing in our immediate future, yeah, why not? You know, in those rainy days when I got nothing to do, I can just sit up in a room and edit all the stuff and still keep myself entertained and be creative. For those of you who actually know me, you know how creative that I can be and how much I really enjoy it. So this is just a brand new medium for me, you know, something that I've only explored slightly in the past. So, you know, that's never a good sign when the dog's got a muzzle on his face. Sweaty cop. So, and that reminds me kind of another little thing too, okay? A good piece of advice that I would give to you is that if you plan on going to another country to visit, take a little bit of time to learn a few simple phrases. You really don't realize, because especially us in the West, we don't put too much emphasis or too much thought into it. But in places like Thailand, when you simply make the attempt to communicate in their language, it's a respect thing. So not only do you show respect, but they feel respect for you trying to speak their language. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, you got to go memorize, you know, that country's version of the Webster Dictionary, but simple things like hello, thank you, bathroom. If you can just learn those things, if nothing else, you'll be okay. So one of the couple of the phrases that I've learned, you know, is saying hello is sweaty cop. Now over here, I guess it's gender specific. So if you are a man, you'll end every sentence with cop, and then if you're a female, you'll end it with ka. So, but hello is sweaty cop, thank you, kap kun kap, and then bathroom, hung nam. Just make sure, you know, that you learn a few little phrases, because you never know, you might get yourself into a situation in an area where there is no English. Fortunately here in Thailand, you know, most of the signage is in English. A good bit of the people here do speak enough English to be able to communicate with you and understand what you're saying to them. But again, it all goes back to that respect thing. So, I think that, you know, after 17 minutes almost of this video, we'll go ahead and cut this short from here. But Sandra again asked me to remind you that you can also follow us now on Instagram and Facebook. So please go ahead and visit those sites as well and click the like and follow us, and we'll return the favor and follow you too. And then again, if you haven't heard, or if I haven't said it, you know, 3 or 4 times in video again already, subscribe. But anyway, so thank you very much for taking a walk with me today. We're going to pan out into this beautiful ocean view, and then hopefully in the background you can pick up the other islands. So again, thank you, Kapkan Kop. We enjoyed going on this journey with you today. We hope that you stick with us, and we'll bring you more. Bye.